just took a bucket of hot water, roughly 150 degrees, and that's just because our hot water tank sits so high, and I flushed out the extractor. This is after last year's use. I did clean it last year, but it's set for a full year, and I just don't want any contaminants in my honey, even though I will be straining it. So right now you can see it's inverted, letting any moisture in it drain out, in which there is. I'll get down here. A little bit back there. Looks like there might be a little bit of honey in that too, as thick as it looks. Let me look up in here. It looks pretty darn clean. Now there is like some propolis here on these fingers, but I ain't gonna worry about that. The strainer will catch those. One thing I'm kind of discouraged about, see this edge here on the extractor? Rust. You know, Mattison, it's been a heck of an extractor. I ain't gonna say it ain't, but I just don't think it's everything I thought Mattison was. Besides the issues I had when I got it, of some of the parts not being stainless, now the paint's chipping. Got like $1,100 in this damn thing, and look at that. So I don't know that I'm going to repaint it. I'm going to probably look for another alternative, because I see paint chipping, as that did right there. Looks horrible. It's discouraging to look at, I know that. So once that gets all the moisture out of it, and I may have to take a paper towel and get down in there to get it all out, and dries, then I will start to extract some honey. I do want to stress the importance of making sure all the moisture is out of there, because if the moisture reading is too high in our honey, it can ferment, and we don't want that. So this is the spot right here where my extractor will sit. Here's the places where the feet go. One goes back here, and I've got some leg bolts. Now this little bowl I use for a couple different things. You can see now it's holding the bolts. Well, after I'm done extracting and there's just a little bit left in the extractor, what I'll do is I'll loosen up all three of these bolts. Take the back, actually the front two I'll loosen. The one in the rear I will lift up, and then I slide this bowl, or little dish, underneath the back foot, and that lets all the honey drain to the front of the extractor. So I'll show you that once we get to that point. We gotta let the extractor dry out and get ready. This is an incredibly awesome uncapping tool. What you do is you lay it flat on your frame, and those teeth go right underneath the wax capping, and they tear it off. So then when you stick this frame in the extractor, the cells will be open and the honey will come right out. And it's go time. He's slinging some honey. This little extractor's done a pretty good job for me. Of course, there's things I don't like, but not much I can do about them but change them. Let's check it. Got most of it out of that side. Let's give it a little bit longer. So I had 9 frames total to do. Got 3 deep frames in here. And let's flip them around. And the way it works with this extractor is you gotta pull them out, spin it around, go to the next frame, pull it out, spin it around, which there really isn't much of anything on that side. There's a few cells that were capped. Empty, bend it around, full. And we're ready to rock and roll again. Caution, do not open or remove cover while the reel is in motion. Never seen that before. Huh. Here's the neat part, watch this. Ooh, buddy! Look at that, liquid gold! Quality control. Oh yeah, that's worth the big bucks. Let's check up here and see how things are looking. Pretty much empty. I'm gonna give it another few seconds of spinning and we'll call them frames done. So yeah, you might notice there's kind of a mess here in the extracting room, and that is because my extraction room is actually, well, let me show you. It's my front porch. Now you come in here, a lot going on. I got a lot of bee crap over here, a lot of bee crap in this room. You don't have to tell me, my wife does all the time. My wax rendering stuff. Here's my honey bottling dish, which I just washed yesterday. 25 pounds of buckwheat seed I need to get planted, some foundation, nukes, miscellaneous stuff, my apame stuff, my uncapping tank. I didn't really intend for my front porch to be my extraction room, but that's how it worked out. And I've never changed it. Works out quite well, really. It gets really warm. That's why I've got this curtain closed. And the honey flows quite well. So I'm going to have to stop here, folks, and get some more frames ready. And got something like that. Isn't that pretty? Alright, so I've got the 6 deep frames extracted. I only had 2 mediums, so I had to leave one of the deeps in here to keep this balanced out. Let's check and see how this side looks. I'd say there's still a little bit more there. Doesn't look like all the capping came off. Open them cells up. All right, now we'll drop her back in there. Remember, don't take that lid off while it's on. Bad things could happen. Lose a finger, maybe an arm. In all seriously, it could be dangerous. Most extractors have a viewing window up here. My viewing window is right here. Yeah, I know the deep frame's empty. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll spin it around. And this extractor is actually set up to where it can do 6 medium frames. If you put them in this position, you would do 1 here and 1 here, then you would turn it, do 2 more, and then 2 more over here. But since I've only got the 3 medium frames, I'm just putting them in the deep frame position. There we go. Bend it around, turn it back on. I love this strainer. I used to use bucket strainer, which is what is in this bag here. Keep it dirt free and dog hair free. These work really well for straining honey. But this strainer here is the cat's meow. So we are all done. Now the fun part of taking and pulling these frames out and then taking them outside so the bees can finish cleaning them up. Yes, that will start a feeding frenzy, which can look a little crazy. Let's see what we got going on down here. We got some gold down there straining. So this is about the point where I will have to remove these bolts and raise the back up to give us a slight angle for the honey to drain to this side. And I'm gonna have to get down here underneath the machine, folks, with my ratchet and loosen some bolts. So I'll be right back. All right, so I got this front leg bolt loose and this bolt loose over here. The one in the rear, you can see I've got removed, and I'm now going to I'm gonna try and make it so you guys can all see what I'm doing here. Now what I'm going to do is tilt the extractor forward, raising up that back foot, and I'm going to slide this little bowl right underneath of there, just like so. And now what that does is it allows the honey to all run to the front and pour out a lot faster. So it looks like I'm about right here on my 5-gallon bucket. Not quite as much as I thought, but you know, I'll take it, or my customers will. Been hounding me for a while about it. I sell chicken eggs, and one of the customers has been on me for a while about getting some more honey. They got some last year and just loved it. So she's already put in an order for 17 pounds. Maybe about all that's in the bucket, to be honest with you. We will see. So I gotta let that continue to drain, which could take some time. Liquid gold, folks. From the flowers to the bucket.